The epidemiological transition really goes with the demographic transition. Epidemiology is the branch of medicine that studies the occurrence, distribution, and control of diseases. The epidemiological transition explains the causes of death in each stage of the demographic transition. In other words, if you're in stage 1, what is likely to get you? If you're in stage 2, what is likely to get you? And so on. Let's do a quick recap of the demographic transition. So take a look, remind yourself of what this is. You can see crude death rates, crude birth rates, and natural increase rate indicated by blue, red, and brown, respectively. You can see stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 across the top, and down at the bottom it tells you what's happening in terms of growth in each stage. Stage 1, low growth, stage 2, high growth, stage 3, decreasing growth, stage 4, back to low growth, okay? With regard to the epidemiological transition, in stage 1, this is the pestilence and famine stage. I had a student many, many years ago when I was teaching this, and he had a very dark sense of humor. He loved this pestilence and famine stage. Well, during that stage, stage 1, which I told you, there's no country in stage 1 anymore, infectious and parasitic diseases, along with accidents, are the things that overwhelmingly kill people. You know, back in the day, if you broke your leg, you would get gangrene, and this would be the end of you. Or you'd drink some water that had something in it, and that would be the end of you. Or you would catch some disease, and that would be the end of you. Remember, the Black Plague, as you probably learned in some history class at some point, killed up to half the population of Europe over some period of time during the Middle Ages. Old World diseases, when they were brought to the New World with the conquest, wiped out something like 90% of the indigenous Americans. In stage 2, this is the receding pandemics stage. A pandemic, as we all know because of COVID-19, is a disease that spreads across a wide area, even globally. What causes this receding of the pandemics is improved sanitation, improved nutrition, better medical technology from the Industrial Revolution. All of these things led to or lead to reduced infectious diseases. Stage 3 is the degenerative diseases and human creative diseases. So this begins to come in a new way because people are living to be older. Things like cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity-related problems, pollution-related problems. Meanwhile, things like polio, smallpox, measles, infectious diseases, in other words, and others decrease due to vaccination. Stage 4 is the delayed degenerative diseases stage. So something is going to get you at some point, let's face it. But this allows you to push it back. But things like dementia begin to increase because the human body can only go so long. At some point, it begins to wear down. Medical advances do allow some people to push back these diseases and extend life, though. Stage 5 is kind of a theoretical thing. I mentioned it in the previous video. It's a theoretical return to infectious diseases and parasitic diseases. Perhaps not spread in the normal way, but spread through warfare or terrorism, or perhaps accidentally when some government is trying to create something they might use for warfare and it accidentally gets out. Or even unknown diseases. What if space aliens do come and visit us? They probably have evolved a whole set of things that combat diseases that they were encountering on their planet, but that we would never have any contact with. And the result for us could be devastating. All you have to do is look at what happened to the indigenous peoples of the Americas, when people came over from the old world. They brought their diseases with them, the indigenous people had no contact with them, and they were wiped out.